So going in the dark. People can't drive down here. So actually being able to even just being able to now on the bit where people can actually drive on it. But I've seen scenarios where that's happened. So a couple of things that are a little different. I nearly came to work late. I took my watch and it said 5:45. I was like, and so I ran for an errand at 6. Got changed in 5 minutes, and my was cool. So it was like 6 o'clock when the taxi came. So I knew I was doing a trash walk in the morning. Which is a shame actually, because it's a nice jumper. To try and get as many balloons out as I can today. I'm going to get to work and I'm going to see. Like, put on the machine, blow up, put on a handle. Well, we certainly had the points where it looked like it was going to. There was only like 3 or 4 people and I was like... Anyway, today's going to be busy. For animation, for the gaming channel. Next year I'm honestly going to just have a break. The actual uploading of a video. I'm still working Monday, Tuesday. Balloons out. And the thing is, the Monday, Tuesday weekends are quieter than the weekdays. I don't quite know like how that's doable. Yeah, it's a weird one because it's like, yeah, it's gonna be a bit frustrated yesterday because I wanted to get something already. I have an idea of what I want to get. If you don't know that person, you can kind of play it safe. And we're gonna walk in the middle of the road. No. Put me on so there's a car coming. Oh, it's just strange. No, I'm actually going to do it. I'm about to film the road like I am. Remember, but then I got the scenario where I want to say I'm jealous. Earlier this year, I mean 2 days doesn't sound like a lot. But I managed to do quite a lot whilst we were there. Nothing behind us. I'm actually a little jealous, but they're going for... Like I'm seeing a few of them out and about. As soon as I get to the canal there won't be anybody. Just people remembering that you can actually drive on here. Because mine doesn't. Put your hands in. Putting my hands underneath the jumper. Experienced. And I'm like, you're living off other people's money. You can still get universal credit, you see. Those hours, and I remember when you get into... I mean, the guy, when it was snowing, so basically earned like 20 quid. So adamant in fucking off home early. Because yesterday I didn't walk to work at all. Only in theory on Strava related walks. I mean, I walked around work and everything. Might as well accumulate it indoors when it's dry. It's a bit of a windy breeze this morning, but now for doing the vlog, an ambulance with blues and twos on, and then just stayed there for a full minute. I'm like, if you don't know, up in front of an ambulance and stay there for about a minute, potentially stop someone from actually being saved. The emergency service is going to be like, oh, that's the person that to stop somebody from being saved. I wouldn't. I'd purposefully. If you're going to take a life out of the world, then I'm going to do a round. Quite amazing. I've been in work like 2 hours. It has just been. I've just worked this weekend. If there's one thing I'm surprised by, I've done weekdays busier than the weekend, and it was just empty. I've not brought a drink for me. The dogs, yeah. Actually, the only thing I've brought for me, weird, bizarre mornings where it's actually, but I've got the coat in my bag, and then closes in a row. Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. I think the dogs are big. Yes, so I'm going to walk a road that does say private road, but you can walk up it towards, well, Norland. And it tends to be 3 miles in an hour. Like I've done, like, a tiny little bit downhill and uphill. I was thinking whether to actually, like, not done it in a long time. Going up Norland Town would be nice. Up to Norland Town would be nice. I am pretty sure you can go up the road. Then you're going to, if you go left again, and it does say private road, but I should imagine you'll be able to walk on it. You don't think, you're not gonna know. That's where I am right now. I keep the dogs on the lead here. You see, like the bit of island, it doesn't go anywhere. It's a complete dead end. A very nice gate. It's slightly odd though, because it's like, if it's raining so often, it is absolutely flooded here, isn't it? If our dogs will move, which they're not going to do, whilst you can't drive on it, you can't cycle on it, you can't. I've been this way before, but I've not actually. Then I've never actually walked up the road before. No horses, no motor vehicles. Still do a little bit. The road that I was on, I was like, I'm a milkman and a milkwoman, and I just said the road. There's a pathway. Oh. So whilst walking up the hill, a bit of a road, I was walking along a bit of a road. I was up the road where it says footpath only. That's what it looked like. And then as I went to not stop, I'd be falling out. By the way, this is a very, very narrow road. Didn't know that could happen. To like do in person was getting so wet. So going this way actually is better. And then what was I saying? The van driver, what do you think you're doing? And I was like, I didn't realise you could be offended by, because in that way you can't complain about the view. Hit the record button and it doesn't hit record. About a 99p whatever and whatever. It'll be Wednesday it finishes. Wednesday it'll be new. It's my third most popular video on this channel. You don't really want to vlog when it's this sort of weather. Rather annoyingly, I've sprained my heat. I got that. I just thought, well, if I get food for the person, it's just going to be, well, do you know what? I've got something else. But I've looked at the calendar, I've not opened it. Weather's still not that great, so 3 yesterday, and they only like hell. Absolutely a little bit, but it wasn't terrible. I honestly rushed too much yesterday. So the new Happy Meal will be starting tomorrow. So it starts tomorrow, but the thing is, if they've already been opened, and then do that straight from the get-go. If it's already been handed out already, then I'll just start up sweet stuff in the crew, that's all. But then the people that won't know, they're like, oh, there's a sweet stuff, put that in there. But I could put that in there. Whereas like, if I did 5 days, 5 shifts a week, a year, a lot lately. So since Monday, where we are, we're quite lucky because we're on a hill. My foot's still a bit sore. I think it's going to rain until tomorrow morning. And it is bloody chilly. Very deep. I know I'm not meant to really have this on. It's actually very cold rain. Days in a row of hard, heavy rain. And also as well, I'm not doing... So I'm going to do like an hour's worth of walking. To 11. And then... actually the rain is slightly easing off a little bit. It's nice to do a couple of laps. Is he going on the actual field? There's a couple of people walking the dogs around, but and by the looks of it, they are both heat on my foot. So I was saying about my right foot. So I put deep freeze on it. All the time they've been like, yeah, we'll have a taxi for then. From 40. No, we can't give you one. I'm ringing like 10 hours before. And said, oh, we don't do advanced bookings anymore. I'm like, and then when I use these now, not straight away, but ringing and I'm like, no, we're not going to send you one. I'm like, ours is Elland, and Elland is like, you can't do that with Elland. And I think tomorrow it's not going to focus to rain. The canal's really high, but it doesn't look it here. But the canal here looks alright. Further back it's pretty there's like a little bit of rubbish on point was before, and like where it was flooded before. Raining at 5 o'clock according to the forecast silk. Yeah. And no surprise I did that massive 7-mile walk. Also a long time ago, but it was only Monday. So I've just been standing in there, just a lot of water in the back, so I just took it. Because my foot's still been hurting a little bit, but it's grass. Because I've stopped delivery and issues. Then about today, I put some stuff out today. It could really do a shaving. My Accrington that way.